The moment you stop being visible, you start becoming powerful. Every notification you post, every update you share, every moment you make yourself available and trackable to the world, you are not connecting. You are surrendering. You are handing everyone around you the ability to monitor you, predict you, and neutralize you before you ever make a move. In the war of real power, the most dangerous soldier is the one no one knows is on the battlefield. You've been living your entire life in the open. Exposed. Readable. Predictable. You thought being seen meant being significant. You were wrong. Being seen means being managed. Think about the last time someone knew exactly what you were planning. They didn't help you. They got ahead of you. Visibility didn't give you power. It gave everyone else a head start against you. Why do you need people to see you? Why do you need to be known, tracked, followed, and updated on? Why does the thought of disappearing for even a week fill you with anxiety instead of freedom? You've been socialized to believe that presence equals relevance. That if people can't see you, you don't exist. That silence is failure and visibility is success. This is the most dangerous programming you've ever accepted without questioning. Think about how much of your life is spent being seen. You post. You update. You announce. You check in. You let the world know where you are, what you're doing, who you're with. Every single piece of that information is a thread someone can pull to unravel you. Think about the last time you went quiet. Even for a day. The anxiety that crept in. The need to check if anyone noticed. The uncomfortable silence that told you your sense of self was completely tied to being watched. That discomfort is your chains showing. Machiavelli wrote that the prince who is always watched is always controlled. He understood that the eyes of others are not just observing. They are regulating. They are conditioning your behavior through the simple act of attention. Sun Tzu warned that any army whose movements are known will be destroyed before it can strike. Both understood what you have never grasped. Visibility is not power. Visibility is vulnerability. You are fundamentally mistaken about the relationship between being seen and being significant. You are currently suffering from presence addiction. You've been conditioned by an entire digital ecosystem designed to keep you visible, trackable, and dependent on being watched. Every platform you use, every app you check, every post you make is feeding a machine that profits from your exposure. You are not building a life. You are fueling a system designed to strip you of every strategic advantage you could possibly have. And you've been doing it willingly, enthusiastically, every single day. Today we are dismantling presence addiction and replacing it with a ghost mode protocol. This is the Machiavellian system of strategic vanishing that separates those who are watched from those who dominate. Most of you will immediately resist this idea. You'll say you need to be visible for your career, your brand, your relationships. You'll insist that disappearing means falling behind. Your addiction to being seen is exactly what keeps you permanently powerless. If you want to stay tracked, stay predictable, stay managed by the invisible forces that monitor your every move, leave now. If you want to keep performing your life for an audience that is simultaneously studying how to use that performance against you, this isn't for you. But if you want the absolute dominance that comes with becoming a ghost, if you want to move through life undetectable and unstoppable, if you want to become the player no one sees coming because no one even knows you're playing, then stay. Because the most powerful person in any game is not the most visible one. It's the one who has vanished entirely while still winning everything. Point 1. Your digital presence is a surveillance map. You are on social media every day. You post your life. You share your thoughts. You reveal your location, your relationships, your interests, your habits, your frustrations, your victories. You think you're connecting with the world. You are drawing a detailed map of yourself and handing it to every predator, competitor, and enemy you have ever encountered or will ever encounter. Every single post is intelligent, and you're delivering it for free. When you maintain a constant digital presence, you aren't building influence. You are building a dossier on yourself that anyone with the patience to read it can weaponize. Your morning routine posts tell people your schedule. Your food pictures tell people your location. Your relationship updates tell people your emotional vulnerabilities. Your complaints tell people what's already breaking you. You've noticed it, haven't you? How advertisers seem to know exactly what you want before you even search for it. How algorithms seem to predict your behavior with eerie accuracy. That's not magic. That's the data you've been feeding them, voluntarily, every single day. This is where you're losing the strategic game before it even begins. While you're busy performing your life for strangers, the real players understand something you don't. The less people know about you, the more power you hold. Information is the currency of control. The person who controls the flow of information controls everything. And you've been flooding the market with yours until it's worthless, until everyone has so much of you that they can predict every single thing you'll do next. Machiavelli understood that a prince must control what information flows out of his court. Sun Tzu wrote that in warfare, the general whose plans are known to the enemy has already lost. Both understood that information given freely is power surrendered completely. The ghost mode approach to digital presence is total withdrawal. You don't post. You don't update. You don't share. You disappear from the feed entirely. Not temporarily. Not as a break. As a strategy. You vanish and you let that vanishing become your greatest weapon. When you stop posting, people can no longer predict you. They can no longer track you. They can no longer use your publicly displayed life to manipulate, compete with, or neutralize you. You've removed yourself from the board while still playing the game. Point 2. Your relationships are being monitored. You keep people close and you let them in. You share your plans with friends, your struggles with family, your ambitions with colleagues. You think this is trust. What it actually is a security breach. Every person you confide in is a node in a network that can transmit information about you to places you never intended. You think your circle is safe. You think the people closest to you would never betray your trust. You've noticed the evidence to the contrary your entire life. You just keep ignoring it because admitting it means admitting you've been dangerously naive. Think about the last time you told someone something in confidence. Something you weren't supposed to share. Something private about your plans or your vulnerabilities. How long did it take before you heard it back from someone else? How quickly did that information travel through channels you didn't authorize? It happened. It always happens. Not because the people around you are evil, but because humans are leaky vessels by nature. Information flows because that's what information does. And every conversation you have is a potential leak point. Sun Tzu wrote that the commander who shares his strategy with his generals shares it with his enemies. Machiavelli observed that a prince's closest advisors are often his closest threats because they have the deepest access. Both understood that proximity is vulnerability. The closer someone is to you, the more they can hurt you if they choose to. This isn't cynicism. This is operational reality. The ghost mode approach to relationships is strategic compartmentalization. You don't eliminate relationships. You control what enters each one. Person A knows about your business. Person B knows about your personal life. Person C knows about your plans. No single person has the complete picture. No single leak can expose everything. You distributed the information so carefully that even if one relationship is compromised, the damage is contained. This is how the powerful protect themselves. Not by trusting no one. By making sure no one has enough to destroy them. Point 3. Your predictability is your destruction. You operate on routine. You wake up at the same time. You go to the same places. You respond to situations the same way. You talk about the same topics. You react to the same triggers. You are the most predictable creature on the planet. You think routine is discipline. What routine actually is, when combined with visibility, is a roadmap for anyone who wants to get ahead of you, manipulate you, or destroy you. Your predictability is the foundation of your defeat. When people can anticipate your behavior, they can prepare their moves before you make yours. When they know how you'll respond to a challenge, they can set traps before you arrive. When they understand your patterns, they control the game entirely because they're always 3 steps ahead. You've noticed it, haven't you? How certain people always seem to know exactly how to get under your skin. How certain situations always seem to unfold the same way no matter how many times you face them. That's not bad luck. That's people reading your patterns and using them against you. You are a book written in plain language and everyone has a copy. This is the predictability trap. You've made yourself so readable that you've become effortless to manage and manipulate. Machiavelli wrote that unpredictability is one of the greatest weapons a prince possesses. Sun Tzu understood that the general who varies his movements and responses keeps his enemy permanently off balance. The ghost mode approach to predictability is systematic disruption of your own patterns. You change your routine. You vary your responses. You become someone that even the people closest to you can't anticipate. Not randomly. Strategically. You introduce calculated chaos into your behavior so that no one can build an accurate model of you in their mind. This breaks every trap that's been set based on your previous behavior. This neutralizes every strategy your enemies have built around your predictability. From this second forward, you become the variable that no one can solve. When people can't predict you, they can't control you. When they can't control you, they can't stop you. You've become the unknown quantity in every equation. And unknown quantities win every calculation they're part of. But now we need to talk about the deeper reason vanishing feels so impossible to you. You think the obstacle is external. You think it's your career, your brand, your social obligations. The real obstacle is internal. You are afraid that if you disappear, you'll cease to matter. You are terrified that without your constant presence, people will forget you exist. That your value is entirely tied to your visibility. This fear is the invisible cage that keeps you trapped in exposure no matter how much you understand about the power of vanishing. Let me expose the reality behind this fear. You don't vanish because you believe the world needs to see you. You don't vanish because your career requires it. You don't vanish because your relationships depend on it. You don't vanish because you're afraid of what people might think. You don't vanish because the anxiety is real. All of these are symptoms of something much deeper. You don't vanish because you don't believe you have enough internal power to exist without being witnessed. Your sense of self requires external confirmation. Remove the audience and your identity collapses. This is where you're losing the real game. The ghost doesn't vanish because they're hiding. The ghost vanishes because they're so complete within themselves that they don't need to be seen to know they exist. They don't need witnesses. They don't need validation. They don't need the mirror of other people's attention to confirm they're real. They have built an internal reality so solid that external presence is a choice, not a requirement. You haven't built that yet. That's why the thought of disappearing terrifies you. Machiavelli understood that true power is never dependent on the crowd. Sun Tzu wrote that the general who needs his army to believe in him is weaker than the general who simply wins. Both understood that self-contained power is the only power that cannot be taken away by removing attention. You have to understand the law of internal sovereignty. Your value exists regardless of who sees it. Your power exists regardless of who monitors it. Your impact exists regardless of who knows about it. The tree doesn't stop growing because no one is watching. The ocean doesn't stop churning because no one is filming it. You have been tying your existence to your audience. From this second forward, you sever that rope entirely. You build an internal world so rich, so powerful, so completely self-sustaining that vanishing from the external world feels not like death but like liberation. The ghost isn't someone who disappeared. The ghost is someone who became so powerful internally that they no longer needed to be seen. The person you were when you started this video is dead. That person needed to be seen. That person posted, shared, and performed their life for an audience that was simultaneously using that performance against them. That person was predictable, exposed, and completely readable. That person's identity was tied to being watched. That person was a slave to visibility. You are no longer that person. From this moment forward, you are becoming the ghost. The one who moves without being tracked. The one who builds without being watched. The one who wins without anyone knowing the game has been played. You are developing something most people will never possess. Strategic invisibility. This isn't about hiding or running away. This is about operating from a position of absolute information superiority. You know everything that's happening around you. They know nothing about you. The asymmetry of that position is total power. This transformation brings a specific kind of freedom that most people will never taste. You stop performing. You stop managing perceptions. You stop curating an image. You stop letting the world dictate your pace, your choices, your identity. You become completely free from the surveillance of public opinion. No one can manipulate what they can't see. No one can compete with what they can't read. No one can stop what they don't know is moving. You are no longer the open book. You are the locked vault. The encrypted message. The sealed chamber that no one can enter without your permission. This creates a presence that doesn't need to be seen to be felt. People start to sense you without being able to identify you. They feel the weight of your moves after they've already landed. They realize your power only after you've already won. This is ghost dominance. This is the ultimate form of strategic control. You are no longer reacting to the world. You are reshaping it from the shadows while the world watches itself, completely unaware. You are no longer available to be tracked, predicted, or managed. You've withdrawn from the system entirely while still extracting everything it has to offer. The old you needed the spotlight. The new you has made the spotlight irrelevant. Because the spotlight only illuminates what's standing in it. And you are no longer standing anywhere anyone can see. If you've made it to this point, you are part of the rare fraction who understand that disappearing is not weakness. It is the ultimate strategic move. Most people left when they realized vanishing requires them to confront their deepest need for validation. They went back to their feeds, their posts, their desperate need to be seen. They chose exposure over dominance. But you stayed. You have the rare combination of self-awareness and strategic hunger that separates ghosts from the masses. This video introduced the Ghost Mode protocol. The complete system goes much deeper into how to vanish strategically without destroying your life, how to build power in the shadows while the world is distracted, and how to strike when the moment demands it. If you're ready to disappear and rebuild yourself as someone no one can touch, no one can predict, and no one can stop, join the inner circle where we master the art of strategic invisibility. This isn't social withdrawal. This is warfare from the dark. Like this video right now if you're ready to become a ghost. Subscribe and turn on notifications because the next lesson reveals how to execute your first moves in ghost mode without anyone noticing the shift. Miss it and you'll stay exposed while others vanish into power. The people around you are going to notice you pulling back. They're going to ask where you've been. They're going to feel uncomfortable with your silence. Let them. Their discomfort is proof that you're doing it right. The more they feel unsettled by your absence, the more powerful you're becoming. Stop being visible. Start being dangerous. Stop performing your life for an audience that uses it against you. Start building in the dark where no one can interfere. Ghost or spectacle? Shadow or spotlight? Invisible power or visible weakness? There is no middle ground. The choice is made the moment you stop being seen. The performance has ended. The ghost mode has begun. I'll see you in the shadows.